Hi, welcome to our interview between Hans Vargas and I am Gina Sheets. We are here to talk about an exciting project that Hans is spearheading in the country of Peru. For those of you that follow us on Facebook or on our website, Hope in the Harvest Missions International, this topic will not be new, but I'm very excited to have Hans join us. Hans is a longtime advocate for Hope in the Harvest. More than that, though, he is our tech guru when it comes to all things website, helping us manage the financial side of things. He and his wife, Angie, have always been extremely helpful in our fundraising programs and in our communication. So we are really excited to learn from Hans today about the project that he is working on with his family in Peru. So Hans, would you tell us a little bit about this project?
Hi, Gina. Yes. So I'm not familiar to mission work, and this is how I met Jim when I was close to 17. And the mission work that he was doing, I'm referring to Jim Milstead, as many of you might remember. And some of the things even though I'm living in the US with my wife and kids, I'm still trying to find this connection. And this is something that also has been something that other churches, and especially the church in Warren, Ohio, has been very instrumental to make this happen every year. So we do this every year, and we fund the chocolatada, we call it, which is basically chocolate drink, hot in the middle of the jungle, with something that we eat in Peru as a tradition, which is called panettone, which is an Italian influenced sweet bread with dry fruit. Actually, you can find it in the US as well. And it comes around the Christmas time. So we use this opportunity to have this event with chocolate and panettone. And it's a way for evangelization. It's an activity for evangelism. And we do it with churches or planted churches in the jungle, Peru. Over the years, the church in Frankfort, Indiana, as well as the church in Moyobamba, has been planting and supporting mission work in what we call native communities. These are people from the jungle. They are usually tribes. They speak sometimes their own language. And so their efforts to bring the Bible in their own language. There's an effort to evangelism. There's an effort for medical and agriculture as well. So this is just one of those pieces that we help the local pastors to have an opportunity to gather as a community and to share the gospel. So every year, people from churches, like I said, Warren, Ohio, and other individual donors get together some money, and we wire to Peru. I'm happy to say that this is very close to me because my parents participate when they can as the ones doing the shopping, buying in bulk, and being able to spread this and being good stewards of this money and deliver it to these communities, and if more of them is possible, with the funds when the funds are available. So that's kind of a long, short story.
It's great, Hans. Tell us about how many people you think are touched or reached or communicated through this project.
I had the spreadsheet in front of me. I closed it. I have a breakdown per community, and I had it in front of me. If you give me a second, I'll get the numbers. In the meantime, you can ask me another question. I can get to it.
So how long of a trip will your parents have to make sometimes to reach some of these communities?
Well, now with COVID, they used to do it in each community. So last year, what they've done is each member or the leader of the community is being asked to meet my parents at a specific location so they can give the panettone, the chocolate, the sugar, the milk, and everything. So, for example, we served in all the communities. There were a total of 561 kids last December, and a total of 279 adults that we counted. And these were between 7 native communities and 2 small churches around the area as well.
That's fantastic.
And so that's a great number. And every year seems to be growing because we've been doing this for the last 7 years. And sometimes the funds are there to, to bring balloons and to bring something small for the kids. Last year, there was an effort to buy Sunday school literature for them to be able to read and color and to use at church. Again, the idea is to equip the pastor to be able to have an opportunity to bring the gospel to those kids and adults. And this is a great opportunity to gather everybody together once a year.
Very good. So Hans, and maybe this is something I can help with, but I know you know all this information. If people who are just listening for the first time and hearing about this program would like to participate and join with you and your parents in particular, the ones that will be down in Peru doing this in-reach, as we like to use in our mission term, how can they make a donation?
Well, I believe that we could, they can go to the website. It's the easiest way to do it. Or you can pull your phone, and our website is now mobile friendly, so you can make a donation to the general fund, and in the memo you can put chocolatada, which we'll spell it in the article when we post this. So, or Christmas in Peru, if you want, it's easier to spell it. If you have the opportunity to allocate some funds, and if you feel in your heart that this could be something you could do for Christmas in order to share the gospel with others. We are in the same Eastern time. If you imagine, we are in the same time right now, at least for the ones on Eastern time. And if we go back to some of the things that the church in Frankfurt has done, something that I'm doing here from Ohio and other people across the country, if you feel in your heart that this is something that you think you could do this Christmas to share with people, native communities and people from the jungle of Peru. And to be honest with you, this is sometimes a great opportunity because this is these kids don't get a lot for Christmas. So this is a great opportunity to get chocolate and panettone. In the past, like I said, perhaps this book that they take home and they bring to church is a gift that they were not expecting. So if you think almost like Operation Christmas Child, it's not a box, but it's something small. And usually, like I said, the main goal of this is to equip the pastor with an opportunity to share the gospel. So if you want to be part of that, please donate through the website or send a check to Hope from the Harvest.
Thank you, Hans. And as we're wrapping up this conversation, it seems to me that panettone sounds suspiciously like fruitcake.
It is, yes. It is basically a version of fruitcake. Yeah, it's not as dense as the one that you can find here, but it's fluffier. It's very sweet, though.
Excellent. Well, Hans, we appreciate this opportunity to support your work, for all the work that you do. Hans has been to Liberia. He has helped update in many ways. He set up the current computer lab. So Hans and his family have done a lot of work around the world, and we are just excited for this small participation and doing in-reach, sharing that gospel and sharing the love of Christ. So thank you for the invitation, and we encourage people to give as they see fit. Thank you, Hans.
Thank you for allowing me to share about this opportunity of connecting with people in Christ in South America.
All right, we look forward to hearing more about the program in January.
All right. Thank you, Gina.